What's up everyone, Joseph here. In this video, we're going to take a look at the grammar that is on page 20 of the book. That's page 20, unit 3 on the second book. Wish, the use of wish. So we use wish when we would like reality to be different, when we want a present situation to change, to reflect present wishes. So for example, I am in my house right now. I wish I were in a beach right now. This is the present situation right now. I am in my house right now in this example. And how I want things to be, how I would like things to be right now. I wish I were in a beach right now. After wish, the sentence must be in the past tense. So, this part here, after wish, of course, I wish. So obviously in the present, in the simple present. In this part, turns into the simple past. You have to write, after which you have to write the sentence in the simple past. So we have a dog, another example. We have a dog. I wish we didn't have a dog. Present reality. We have a dog right now. How I want things to be. How I would like things to be. I wish we didn't have a dog. She doesn't like to eat vegetables. She doesn't like to eat vegetables. We wish she liked to eat vegetables. How things are right now and how I would like things to be. So, the wish sentence must be the opposite of the reality. Again, the wish sentence must be the opposite of reality. For example, we cannot say here, I am in my house. I wish I were in my house. I cannot say that because you're basically saying the same thing, the same reality you have right now. So you have to say something different. You have to say the opposite of that situation, of what the reality is right now. You have to say the opposite. I am poor. I wish that I were rich. Or I wish I weren't poor. As you can see here, both sentences say basically the same thing. I wish that I were rich. So not poor. The opposite of poor is rich. I wish that I were rich. Or another way to say the same thing, I wish I weren't poor. See? The opposite of the reality you are experiencing right now. With the verb be, we use were and weren't after which with all pronouns, with all pronouns, even with the third person singular. You know that we use I was, he was, she was, it was. With those pronouns, we use was. And with you, we, and they, we use were. But not in this case. In this case, we use were with all the pronouns. I wish I were. He wishes that you were. I wish she were. He wishes he were. She wishes it were. He wishes we were. And they wish they were. So as you can see, we use were with all the pronouns, and it will be confusing and strange. It will sound strange at the beginning, but nothing practice can master. So notice that the verb wish changes depending on the first subject as well. So remember the rule of the simple present. The verb changes. This verb, in this case, wish, is the first verb used in this compound sentence. Uh, I wish, he wishes, she wishes, she wishes, they wish. So the rules of the simple present apply here. You have to conjugate the verb wish in each sentence. So, another note. After wish, we can use that. We saw this, for example, here. We saw here, we saw the use of that. We can use that if we want, but it's not necessary, it's optional. In this example, I wish that I were rich. You can say, I wish I were rich if you want. Here, I wish I weren't poor. You can say, I wish that I weren't poor. But most people don't use that. If you wish, you can use that. But it's not mandatory, it's not necessary. So, another note. Some native speakers use was and wasn't in informal situations. Uh, so they don't follow this rule. Maybe because in all the other situations we use was with these pronouns, with she and with I and with he and with it. Only in these situations, in this situation, we use were. Well, that I know of. I might be wrong in this one, but um, I think we only use were with he with the third person and with the first person in this situation when we use wish. I wish, let's see, excuse me, some examples. I wish he was here. Again, some native speakers will use this sentence instead of this one. I wish he was here. But the correct form would be I wish he were. I wish the TV was bigger. The correct form is I wish the TV were bigger. So, let's take a look at the structure for forming this type of sentence. It's the structure: subject plus wish plus, I forgot to write that here, but again, it's optional, you don't have to use it. Subject plus wish plus that if you wish to use it, plus subject because these are basically two separate sentences in one. So we use again to subjects or in verbs. Subject plus verb in the past form. Okay, pay attention to this part. Subject plus verb in the past form or the auxiliary in past form. The auxiliary you are using in the past form. And then followed by the verb on its base form. So you can use the verb in the past form or you can use an auxiliary in the past form followed by the verb in its base form plus the complement. You can use this or this. Let's see some examples. I wish she were here with me. I wish she were here with me. Uh, Here we are using this form, the verb in the past form. Another example, they wish I played for another team. Uh, Again, verb in the past form. He wishes I studied something else. Studied in the past form. Um, the school, the school wishes we didn't leave the classroom. In this part, we are using this form here, auxiliary, followed by the verb on its base form, plus the complement here, the classroom. Let's see some other examples. I wish I had a better job. Uh, the verb in the past form in this case. I wish I were going to USA right now. I wish I were, in this case were, is an auxiliary because this is the past continuous, which we will see later in this book, the past continuous. I wish I were going to USA right now. Were going to USA right now. Note, the sentence has two subjects because it has two clauses, two sentences. So this is what I said earlier. It has two clauses, two sentences. The second one, after which, or that if you use that in this case. We are going to explain clauses later in this book. But basically, we have two sentences in one. Oh, we use could, the past of can, and would, the past of will, with which. As we have said here, we have to use the past form of the verbs. We have to use the past in the sentence after which. So the past of can is could, and the past of will is would. Let's see some examples. I can't move right now. I wish I could move. Because could is the past of can. He can drive motorcycles. I wish he couldn't drive motorcycles. And another example, my boss will not give vacations, but I wish he would. My boss will not give vacations, but I wish he would. They will move to Santiago, but I wish they wouldn't. So this is another way to express the same thing. We can use two different sentences divided by a period, of course. And I wish he would. It's the same thing. Here, it's the same thing. We are using a comma instead of dividing this sentence and this. So it's just a different way to express the same thing. They will move to Santiago, but I wish they wouldn't. Again, you can say they will move to Santiago, move this sentence here, or a period here. I wish they wouldn't move to Santiago if you want to repeat the same thing. But I wish they wouldn't move to Santiago. Or I wish they wouldn't move. Sounds better. But also, you can use this part. But I wish they wouldn't. So, this is the end of the video. I will see you I will see you on the next one.